Hey, welcome to Taylor's Trick Taking Table. I'm Trick, and today we'll be rounding out the Golden Trickster Hall of Fame month by talking about 99. It's a game by David Parlett, and you might be wondering why I have a 6 Nim card here. Is because 99 uses the old classic playing card deck. So hearts, spades, diamonds, clubs. The whole gang is back together here. It's actually fun because the first trick-taking game I learned was the game where the queen is not very fun, hearts. But the hook to 99 is players are dealt their hand, and then they use cards from their hand to bid for how many tricks they think they're going to win. It's a very interesting player-dependent game, I'd say. Let's go to the table and I'll show you how to play. The deck in 99 is made up of 36 cards, numbered 1 through 9, and in 4 suits: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Here we have a game of 99 set up for 3 players. So that 36 card deck is dealt out 12 each to the 3 players. The game will consist of either a set number of hands that are either a multitude of 9, because each player has to be dealer 3 times, or until a player hits maybe 100 points or something like that. So, at the start of a hand, the first thing players will do is look at their 12 cards. And the very first hand, trump, is diamonds, but that'll change throughout the game. But so, players will look at their hand and kind of evaluate how many tricks they think they're going to win. And judging by a chart that I'll put up on the bottom right here, they'll choose 3 of their 12 cards to place as their bid for how many tricks they think they're going to win. So how it works is, if Totoro here were to pick these 3 cards, the suit is how many tricks you think you're going to win. So spade is worth 1, heart 2, so maybe if they bid this would be 5 tricks that they think they're going to win. And if they bid, 3 diamonds, they don't think they're going to win any tricks, and so on. So after they bid, every other player will bid, so let's just say they bid 3 random, right? And once all 3 players are ready, starting with the lead player who has priority, they'll say whether they want to reveal either their bid or their bid and their hand, or nothing at all. And if you reveal, there will be only one person who reveals, but that person who reveals, if they hit their bid, they'll get additional points. So how it'll work is, if Totoro wants to reveal their bid and Smiley Face wants to reveal their bid, it will go to priority to the lead player. But if Totoro only wants to reveal their bid, but Smiley wants to reveal both their bid and their hand, then it will go to Smiley Face. So how it works is only one person will be the revealed player. Multiple players can't reveal their bids. So let's say Totoro wants to reveal their bid, Smiley Face and Champagne over here don't feel confident, so since Totoro is the only one, they'll reveal their bid. How scoring works is, players will get a point per trick they won, no matter what, if they hit their bid or not. Then, if they hit their bid, they'll get points depending on how many other players hit their bid. If they're the only one who hit their bid, they'll get 30 points. If 2 players hit their bid, they'll get 20 points each, and if everyone hits their bid, they'll get 10 points each. If the player who revealed hit their bid, if there was one who revealed, they'll get 30 points if they reveal their bid, and they'll get 60 additional points if they reveal their hand. So, in a dream scenario, why the game is called 99, is if a player were to bid 9, reveal both their hand and their bid, and win all 9, they'll get 99 points, because they'll get 9 points for the trick, 60 for revealing, and then 30 for being the only person who got their bid. So after the reveal happens, then the lead player just starts the trick, and it's just like a normal trick taker. So if they lead diamonds, then the next player has to lead diamonds. And it just goes around just like that. So yeah, so if Champagne played a 9 there, they just win this trick, and if you're off suit, you can play whatever you want. So diamonds in the start round is trump. So after that, players will just get all their tricks, and then they'll see if they hit their bid and score points. So how trump is interesting in this game is just like how this is worth 1, this is worth 2, and then clubs is 3 and diamonds is 0 in the bidding. If one player hits their trick, hits their bid, then trump changes to spades. If 2 players hit their bid in a hand, then it's hearts, and if 3 players, if all players hit their bid, then it goes to clubs. And then if no one does, it's back to diamonds. And after you find out what the new trump is, you'll shuffle again and play another hand. And then at the end, the most points wins. So that is 99. And it's a great way to end the Golden Trickster Hall of Fame month. It is another amazing at 3 game. It is, I think, a little bit more group dependent. I kind of said that at the start. And this game really needs a group that wants to be risky. They want to bid and try to get a lot of tricks, but then also risking the revealing. You know, players that show their bid a lot or show their whole hand and their bid a lot. And it leads to amazing moments. It's funny I say that because as a player, I'm very timid and I don't do that a lot. But in my gaming group, there are players that will play open-handed, and it's so fun to watch it. And watch it work is probably one of the best because the game doesn't have too many variables. You can kind of understand the state of it, especially looking at a third of the cards and kind of knowing that people use diamonds a lot in their bids because diamonds are 0 and they're easier to bid with because not a lot of people use clubs because it's 3, you know. So the state is kind of easy to understand and then play off of. And usually in bidding games, I'm not very good. I think a bidding trick taker is almost like somewhat of a bane of mine just because I'm so bad at predicting what I need to bid. But this one, I got most of my bids usually. And I don't know if it's the state of the game or the simplicity of picking only 3 of 12, right, as your bid. So I think when it pared it down for the bidding for me, it just was easy to get. And I love the fact that during that bid, you're also possibly short suiting yourself or possibly throwing out trump if you don't want to win and get a lower bid or keeping the trump if you want to get a higher. It's really interesting that the fact that you use your cards to bid with lets you set yourself up in interesting ways. I think that's a cool, clever way for a trick taker to not have passing or discarding before you play tricks, but to still get some cards out of your hand so you can mitigate that luck a little bit. That luck wasn't too bad. I had a lot of times when I could take a bad hand and somehow win tricks because other people might also think they have a bad hand, and so you kind of just work out that you are going to get 3 or 4 when you don't expect it. The tough thing, though, is you could just get dealt a bad hand in this game, especially at the start, if you don't get any diamonds and then you can't. And diamonds are trump, so you can't win a lot of tricks, but then you can't even bid low because you don't have any diamonds. You're kind of in a bad situation, especially if you don't get like high clubs or high whatever, right? And if you don't get any of the trump suit, that means the other 2 players have all the trump, right? So you're sitting there like, I'm not going to win a lot, and I have to kind of like bid in a weird way. So you can get in situations that are rough in this game, but I almost think it lends itself to when I was playing, there was always a player who was a bit far behind, but then they're the ones, right, who have to reveal a lot or reveal their whole hand and make risky bids or try to bid more. It was cool how even though the game could be like, the luck kind of got you there was moments of just like, yeah, push your luck and you're right back in it, right? One nitpick though, these suits, I've seen them before, like, come on, real original guys. And the components, like, these cards are horrible. But in all honesty, that is 99. This is a game you should totally check out. You got a pack of cards, you're there, right? And I've said it a couple times, it's group dependent. You really want those people who want to reveal, want to push it, maybe reveal their whole hand, just see how that goes. It's fun because, there's always another hand, and there's no minus points, so it's kind of fun to always have someone just reveal something, at least a bid, in every hand. And I think even if you don't like bidding, you should check it out. I don't think it's my favorite trick-taking mechanism, but in this one, it just was easy to understand the game state, and it was always fun to bid and try to hit it, So that is 99. Thanks for watching.